Hello and welcome back, dear students. Wish you all stay happy, healthy, and safe at home and do your studies regularly and properly. I'm Yojana Parak, and today we are going to see a chapter for third standard students from your English textbook Marigold. From this book, we are going to see second part of Unit 9. The name of this chapter is He is My Brother. This is a very simple and short story with a deep meaning. This story is about siblings, their love and their bond. What happens in this story? Here you can see in this image that there is a girl who is carrying a boy on her back. Who is that boy? Why she is carrying that boy? That we are going to see in this story. So, here, first, I want to tell you something that even if you are also having siblings, so doesn't matter how much you quarrel with each other, how much you fight with each other, but still there would be a love, affection, and a bond you between you and your siblings. So that love, that affection, that bond is presented here by this story. So now let us see the story. First we will read the story and then I will explain it to you, and then we will see the new words, and then we will go to the exercise. So let us start. Once upon a time there was a small hill. A path went up the hill. So once upon a time there was a small hill, and a path went up the hill. That means the path leads to the hill. Hill is not as high as mountain. It is a natural body and it is smaller than mountain. So there was a small hill and there was a path which leads to the hill, up to the hill. It went through thick and lovely woods of pine and fir trees. People often walked on it to a holy place. So, on that small hill, there was a holy place, might be a temple. So, the path which leads to that holy place on that hill had woods of fir and pine tree. Woods, that means forest. So that path leads through the forest, and in that forest there were pine trees and fir trees. Mostly these kind of trees are found in cold region. So it was a cold region. There were the forest of fir tree and pine tree, and through that forest a way was going which leads to that hill, and on that hill there was a holy place. One day, when the sun shone high in the sky, many people were seen climbing up the hill. So, as I told you, that it is a cold region, and in that cold region, one day the sun was shining high in the sky, and in cold region we like when sunlight fell on us. So when we get the warmth in the cold weather, it is very pleasant. So that was a pleasant day. Sun was shining in the sky, and many people were seen climbing up the hill. On that pleasant, beautiful, sunny day, many people were climbing on the hill and were going to that holy place. They were climbing slowly and carefully. The hills are very slopy and that is why we have to climb slowly and carefully so that we won't slip from the hill and we won't get hurt. So that is why people were climbing slowly and carefully. A girl also climbed the hill with them. Her name was Meena. Along with those people, there was a girl also who was climbing the hill, and her name was Meena. Meena was 12 years old. She was a young girl only of 12 years. She carried a small boy on her back. At this young age, when people are not able to walk on their own body weight on the hill because it is very slopy, and at the slopy land we have to push our body and we have to carry our own body weight upside, so that feels little heavy and we have to find little trouble and we have to we have to do little struggle to go up the hill. And when it was difficult for other people to go on their own on that hill, Meena was carrying a boy on her back. That means she had double weight of her own also and of that boy also. And with that double weight, she was climbing the hill. When for other people it was difficult to climb the hill on their own body weight, she was carrying double weight on her and she was climbing the hill at this young age. So the people thought that she might be facing trouble in climbing the hill. His hair was curly, his eyes were black, and his face was as fresh as the morning dew. The boy which Meena was carrying was very beautiful and lovely. How can we say that? Because that boy had curly hair, his eyes were black, and he looked fresh, just like morning dew. So that boy was very happy, pleasant, fresh, and beautiful too. That boy was very lovely. As the sunshine danced through the trees, Meena climbed the hill slowly and steadily. Now Meena was climbing the hill slowly and steadily so that she would go on that top on that holy to the holy place without any trouble. And as the hill are slopy, so we can slip from that slope, so that is why she was climbing the hill slowly and carefully and steadily, so she won't slip from the hill. And she was going to the hill through the wood of fir and pine tree, and at that time sun was bright, and as you know that the trees block the sunlight, and that is why we can see the shadow of the trees when the sunlight is blocked by trees. So in this way, where there were trees, there was shadow, and where the gap was there, so through the gap sunlight was coming. So it seems like sunlight is coming and going. So at somewhere, at some places sunlight was visible, at some places sunlight was not visible. That is why here it is said that the sunshine was dancing, as it was visible at some part and invisible at some part. So we could see the sunlight where there was gap, and we could see shadow where there were trees. So in this way, the sunshine was visible and invisible, visible and invisible. So that is why it is said that sunshine was dancing through the trees, and uh, you can say that it might be the time of afternoon when she was climbing the hill slowly and steadily, carefully, because she was carrying two persons' weight. Now, Meena was very happy. The boy was also happy when they were going to the hill, when they were going to that holy place. Even though Meena was carrying double weight, and obviously it will be difficult for her to climb the hill, but still she was very happy, and that boy was also happy. Not only because they were going to the hill, also because they were going together to the hill. A man in the group looked at Meena. He felt sorry for her. Now, as there were many people who were climbing the hill, one of them, an old man, looked at Meena, and he felt pity for Meena. Why he felt pity? He said, "My child, why are you carrying a boy on your back? Don't you feel his load?" So here he asked that, "My dear child, you are so young, and at this young age, why are you carrying that boy, on your back? Don't you feel his load? You might be feeling that weight, and you might be feeling it heavy on your back, and because of that, you might be facing difficulty in climbing the hill. So, why are you carrying that boy on your back? Why are you facing that difficulty? If you will put that boy down, so you can uh, climb the hill more easily. So, why have you put that boy on your back, and why are you facing that trouble in climbing the hill? At this young age, why are you carrying double weight on your back? Don't you feel his load? He must be heavy, and it might be troubling you. So, don't you feel the load, the weight, the burden on your back?" Meena looked at him in wonder. She could not understand him. Why Meena looked with wonder, and why she could not understand him? Because the man said that, didn't she feel the load of that boy? Now she was a young girl, only 12 years old, and she was unable to understand that why that man called the boy as load. Her brother was unable to walk, so that is why she was carrying her brother on her back. And she replied, "Lord, of course not. He is my brother." So she was very surprised when that man said that she was carrying a load on her back. She replied that it is not a load, he is my brother, and I don't feel it as load. Even I am carrying my brother on my back, but the load we can call when we are carrying something unwillingly. But here, as he is my brother, I love him, so I am carrying my brother willingly as he is not able to walk. So, when I am doing this willingly, I feel happy. I don't feel it as trouble or a load. So that is why she replied surprisingly that, "How can you call my brother as load? He is not a load for me. He is my brother. And as I am carrying that boy, my brother, willingly, so that is why I don't feel it as trouble. I am enjoying the company of my brother because I love him. So, whatever I do for him, it is not a trouble to me or a favor to my brother. It is our relation, our bond, that whatever we do for each other, it is our love for each other, and that is completely selfless. Whatever we are doing for each other, it is not a favor, it is just a love. That is why I don't consider my brother as Lord. He is not a Lord, he is my brother. So, here you can also feel connected with this story, because even if you have siblings, so you even would feel the same, that doesn't matter how much you uh, fight with your sibling, how much you quarrel with your sibling, but in your heart you love your sibling, your brother and your sister, and whatever you are doing for them, you will not count it as help or favor. Whatever you are doing for them, it is your love without any selfness. So here she is also helping her brother, but it is not a favor. She is doing without any selfish purpose, because she loves her brother. So it is the relation of brother and sister, that because of the love, whatever they do for each other, it is not a favor, but it is their love for each other, and that is all done without any selfness. It is all done without any selfishness. So here Meena is also helping her brother without any selfishness, because she loves her brother. And we also, whenever our siblings are in need, we help our siblings. It is also because of love and without any selfishness. So that is why that help is not considered as favor, or that trouble is not considered as load, because it is our love and affection for each other. That is why we enjoy it, we feel happy with that whenever we help our siblings. When they are happy, we also feel happy. And the trouble which we face because of our siblings, that is not a trouble, that is not a load. We feel happy when we help our siblings because we love them. So, as we are doing it willingly, it is not a load, it is not a trouble, and we feel happy when we help our siblings. So, here, as the man thought that she might be feeling the weight, the load of that boy, that is why he asked her that why are you carrying that load. Load we consider the thing which we are doing unwillingly, but here Meena was carrying her brother willingly because she loved her brother. So that is why she said, he is not a load, he is my brother. So this was the message given by this short and simple interesting story, that our family is not a load for us. It is our love and affection for them, and whatever we do for them, we do it wholeheartedly and willingly, and that is why we do not feel it as load, but we feel happy with them and we enjoy with them. So, this was the message given by this story, and here the story comes to an end. I hope that you might have enjoyed the story, and now you are able to understand the meaning of the story and the moral of this story. With this, we come to an end of this video, and now we will meet in the next video. Till then, take care of yourself, be safe at home, and keep on learning. Thanks for being with me. See you.